Hey guys, welcome to the Top Percentile. My name is Anay Dave, and I scored a 99.99 in CET 2020. After that, six of us had started the Top Percentile, and if you've not been introduced to our channel, if it's the first time you're here, welcome. We are making a lot of content on CET and helping you guys figure out what is the best path in an MBA. We're planning to make a lot of things about general MBA content also. So if you're someone who's not planning to take CET, you should still stay tuned to our channel because we'll be helping you guys a lot there. The six of us have been placed at various firms, JP Morgan, PwC. You'll see the list soon, Tata Click. I mean, it's crazy where all we've been placed, Deloitte, EY. I mean, it's all the consulting and the main firms, right? So you'll come to know where we are placed, and we'll be helping you guys through this. We are planning to do this over the next few years as well. But on that note, about the MBA and about the college, the six of us are in JBIMS, as you guys would be knowing. But a lot of you guys have reached out to us asking, I have got admission into XYZ college. Should I take CET? Should I not take CET? How do I go about it? And maybe this is a very late response to all the videos, but I just want to clear it and put this out as soon as I can. It's going to be a very short video. I have a couple of points that I want to make. I just want you to think about this and end it right there because I don't want to take too much of your time. But when it comes to thinking about a college versus taking like a confirmed college that you have, whichever it is, versus taking a test for another college and seeing what you can get, there are usually three things that I would want you to think about, right? The first one, and now, again, this is a very personal thing. I will tell you my story about what I have done. I'll tell you another story about a couple of other friends and, what all they have done, and just give you a couple of anecdotes. There are a couple of people I would want to talk about here and who have, kind of like just give you the mindset of what we think and how you should be thinking about it. The three things would be why you want to do an MBA, the refund of fees and how much it costs to take a seat in that college. And the third is the mock score that you're getting currently in the desired college that you're taking, right? So when the first question, why do you want to do an MBA? This is not your traditional HR answer, kyun MBA karna hai? I don't want to know kya karna hai. Like, it's not an interview. Be honest to yourself. Why do you want to do an MBA? Kyun kar rahe ho? Is it just to, kyunki karna tha, 3 saal corporate mein kaam kar liya, bore ho gaya, abhi karna hai? That cannot be a valid reason to do an MBA. An MBA is something that changes your career path. When you have to apply to jobs, let's say the placement process is not happening in India, it's not happening in a college anymore. If you have to apply to jobs yourself, you have to figure out which jobs you want to apply to, which roles you want to apply to, why you want to apply to that role, why you want to be in that company. These questions are very valid, and you have to research each and everything precisely and perfectly. My friends, my closest friends, have gone abroad and they are working in. They have applied to different countries and working in different countries and different companies. They have thought about this themselves and constantly gone over this. When they do that, they tend to understand so much more about themselves and what they want to do. If you want to do finance, your top colleges in MBA would be JBIMS, IIM Calcutta's, and a couple of other, ABA also would be really good for that matter as well. But JB is known to be really good for finance. If you look at marketing, there might be better colleges than JB, but is that within your scope? Is that something you're trying to do? What are you trying to get at, right? If it's only CET that you're getting at, not other colleges, not other exams, then JB is the best one by a huge margin. So if by not taking JBIMS, what are you missing out on? The alumni, the jobs that you'll get. What other things are you not going to be getting and what other things are not happening? That's what you need to figure out. Why do you want to do an MBA? कौन सा job चाहिए उसके बाद? Salary कितनी चाहिए? How much prestige do you want? Kya chahiye? That is your motivation to either choose one college or the other. Will you be happy with the college that you choose if not JB? Or are you okay with trying at JB and not being there, right? So you're thinking about the timeline for MBA also. You're thinking, is this my last attempt for an MBA? Can I attempt one more year? What can I do? Is this my do or die? How short is it that I want to do? This is all a personal answer, right? This is all something you have to answer. Second thing, this is kind of funny, but refund of fees. Let's say you take admission in some college, but you get through JBIMS, kitna kata uske baad? Are they going to give you a refund of the maybe 1 lakh that you paid to reserve a seat, or do you not get it back? Kab milta hai, kab nahi milta hai? Figure out their entire timeline. Think about it. If it's your do or die, and the result of these 3 points about the mock scores currently, including the mock scores currently, which is the third point which I'll come to. If your conclusion is that yaar hone nahi wala hai and this is my last shot, then वो फीस देके वहां पे अटक जाने वाला है because you will not be confident about JBIMS. You will have to go there. So then it's up to you, right? But this is a very personal thing. Get to the conclusion yourself. We cannot guide you. We can only help you, give you a framework as to how to go about it. But refund of fees, keep a conversation with the management of the college that you have already got a seat in. I had got a seat in NMIMS before I got through JBIMS, but I knew that the fees that I've paid, I will be getting it back. And we had paid the first year fees, so we had paid around 10 lakhs. Like we had to give a check of that amount. So we have to keep the finances ready, and I know it's a huge amount. So you have to keep the finances ready and make sure that it's done, and then give it. And then you don't have that money for a while, right? So it is a pressure on the family, it's a pressure on everyone. So you have to make sure that that is okay. That's why I'm saying keep a track of refund of fees and when you're getting it back, how much you're getting back, how soon you need to cancel it, each and everything possible. And the third thing is, which is a personal thing, is the current mock scores. What would be needed to get through JBIMS? I always said that don't compare mock scores and this, but if you're scoring 60 and 70, getting to a 170 will be a lot tougher than if you're scoring a 120 and 130 right now. And you need to make an honest assessment about how much hard work you're willing to put in, because your college might start 1 month before CET, right? And that's where we are right now. Some of your colleges might start next week. So if that is the case, then how are you going to go about it? What is going to happen next? How will you manage two things together? And you need to figure it out yourself as to how much time you're able to devote. Can you take that 60 to a 140? Can you take the 120 to a 140? And are you willing to bet your college on that? If you focus on these 3 points and make a framework as to where you stand and what you do, I think you'll be able to come to a better decision with things. Now, coming to my story, I had got admission in NMIMS before I took CET, but I knew I didn't want NMIMS because I didn't want to be, I mean, not that it's a bad college, but I already had done my undergrad in NMIMS and I did not want to do an MBA from there as well. Plus, the batch size in JBIMS was much smaller. I knew I could stand out better. There are 160 students in JB versus, I think, 800 in NMIMS. I could be wrong. These numbers could have changed, but this is what approximately the numbers were in my time. And the entrance obviously is 99.95 plus in JB, whereas in NMIMS you have an interview process. There's a different thing that you need to go through, but it's lower scores. It's your personal thing. And I knew that jobs at JBIMS would be a lot better. I'm very happy at JP Morgan, so that's how my entire thing is worked out. After JBIMS had taken CAT, because JB had got delayed in its admission, and had taken CAT after that, and I'd got through XLR and FMS. But when Excel and FMS had happened, I'd already got JP Morgan, and I knew the summer internship JP Morgan, and I knew that I had good chance of converting the PPO, and loved the 8 weeks at JP Morgan. So I knew that I don't want to do it. So that's what I'm saying, right? You have to constantly go around this entire thing, and I'd got 99.86 in CAT. So I was constantly reiterating these 3 points. What is my mock score? Where do I want to be? How much refund can I get? This sub dekh raha tha constantly. That's why I decided to stay at JBIMS. Another example would be Warren Remedios. He had got through JB I think he had got 99.83 in the first year he had taken CET, which was CET 2019. He was in JB for a couple of days with Ankit for, I think, 4 days, because he was an inside Maharashtra student. They had a bifurcation that time, which the High Court then overruled. So he had to leave JB and he was no longer part of JB. He took a drop. He studied for a year again. He got 99.99 in CET 2020. So he was ranked 10. I was ranked 9. He got through IIM Bangalore as well. And he skipped JB for Excel. He skipped Excel for IIM Bangalore, and he aced IIM Bangalore. He is currently working at Blackstone, and he got what he wanted from there. It was about what he wanted to do, and he was willing to skip that year, not take Sydenham when he could have, and he wanted to switch that and go for much higher than Sydenham, and he's at IIM Bangalore, and now he's at Blackstone, which is excellent, right? He's working in the private equity, and yeah, that's crazy, right? So that's what matters. That's how you have to see it as well. Giving fees was fine, taking the risk was fine, but are you ready to do it? Are you not ready to do it? It's your thing itself. There are so many other cases. There is Sanket from our college, from my batch, who had scored, I think, who had got into IIM Lucknow, but he wanted JB, so he took a year drop, got through JBIMS in the same situation. Then there's Ankit who had got through IIM Indore, who can talk about it himself, on the YouTube channel. He'd go through IIM Indore, but then took a drop to come to JBIMS. So people have left IIM Lucknow, Indore for JBIMS. Others leave JBIMS for other things, like Warren. You left it for Bangalore, which is obviously the second best in the country. So that's a huge. I mean, ABC is a different league altogether, but getting there is difficult. So that becomes completely different. But JB, you can get through. So this is your entire thing of these 3 points. Where you're looking at what you want from an MBA, how you can refund your fees, what your financial situation would be, how safe you feel about your career path, and again, what your mock scores are and how you see that growth in the final day. If you're able to assess these three things, you should be able to figure out what your decision should be. And I apologize for making this video very late. I'll try to upload this as soon as I've recorded it. So I'll make sure that the next day it's uploaded, so it can help as many people as possible, but I'll keep it short and I hope it's been useful for you. But yeah, let me know in the comments if what your decision is and what your dilemma is, and if this is resolved it. If it's not been resolved, I'll try to help. But again, it's a very personal matter. This is something you should try to resolve on your own. But please, I hope this helps. All the best for your journey. We're here to help you through MBA, through your MBA journey for the next 2 years as well. If you decide to be a part of JB, not be a part of JB, not be a part of TTP, whatever, you're a part of the TTP family if you've seen this video. And yeah, I hope this has helped. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.